Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's see. 2 cards, King of Pentacles, and the Judgment card. Ooh. Taurus, okay, so you're hopping out immediately with this Pentacles energy. And perhaps you're deciding what is best for your money, but when are you not deciding that, Taurus? But I do mean in a way where you are truly seeing more money coming in than the money that goes out. Pulling from the middle of the deck, the Knight of Pentacles. Perhaps you're thinking about like where you house your money, who you're banking with, which investments you think are most lucrative. Pulling from the middle again. A Hermit card. And you're not making a lot of noise about it, but you may also be working, or I suggest this, you may also be working with a company that helps you to navigate your investments. It's legal with this Virgo energy, but you're hiring up for someone to really look at your money now. That's what I mean. 3 of Swords at the bottom. Is it because I understand. I feel like you have a contract with never going broke. So this energy is motivating you, or perhaps, it could be attached to, let me see, 7 of Cups. Maybe just like all of your vices were starting to be a problem that was clearly a problem for you. And you're like, okay, these things that I like to indulge in are making me feel too close to being broke. So now you're like, focus on the money. Knight of Cups at the bottom. It could have been someone that made you go broke. Like you were engaging with a knight, like someone who wasn't mature, someone who wasn't in their king status, their emperor status, and they were indulging in their vices. Clarifying there, 6 of Wands. Or Taurus, was it somebody fronting like they had money and they didn't have money? So they wanted to look like they were doing good, but really they didn't. They only had romance to offer and no money. Let's see. More on the Taurus though. King of Wands, Emperor. More on the Taurus. See, this is who you would prefer. This is what you're even focused on becoming. Again, the first cards out were about you making a judgment or like paying attention to the money. You see yourself as a king and you truly want to evolve. I almost said involve, but you truly want to evolve into this emperor status. Or maybe it is involved and it's like how you function at work is even a point of concern for you as it pertains to your money. So you can be thinking about your behaviors, your mannerisms, very Virgoan energy, like being very critical about what is going to take you to a wealthier place. What is going to make you more money? Okay, let's look at these cards. Okay, a lot came out. We're going to read them. The Tower card, the Knight of Swords, the Page of Cups, the Queen of Wands. Look, the King was already out with the Emperor card. The Queen of Wands, the 6 of Swords, and the Moon card. Well, there's a lot happening, and it's seemingly karmic, Taurus. Like this had to happen. You gave your attention because you wanted attention, and I'm saying that gently, but it's obvious with the Knight of Swords. So you gave someone attention because you wanted attention, and they offered you this they offered you nothing, really, but good feelings sometimes. And then you realize that just wasn't going to be enough because you cannot be creative in a space where you're also mothering with this Moon card energy, especially for the guys. Like if she was a brat, this Queen of Wands, then Taurus men, You had to meet her so you can realize your status. Same for the Taurus women. You had to go through this where you met this juvenile masculine energy to realize that you are creative and there's more things you want to do with your time, Taurus. So because you want to do more things with your time, you're moving on from this karmic cycle. That felt very on purpose. Bottom of the deck, 10 of Pentacles. Because you prefer this as opposed to someone who's like witty and clever and can make you laugh with that Knight of Swords. Or 539 as I'm breaking this down. Yeah, you're ending this cycle. Or you're moving on from the person that can create a good feeling with the Page of Cups, and you're sort of immersed in the romance that he brings. But you want a healthy family. You want a stable house. By healthy family, it could just be you and your partner and some dogs. But that's what you want. You don't want the euphoria of it all. 609. You might even want to be like a mother with that 6 energy. Bottom of the deck now, I can see it right there. The High Priestess and the Devil card. This was absolutely karmic. And I just spoke to Aries about how they had like an aha moment. And that's sort of what I'm seeing. It's like you're realizing that this is a cycle that you've been in, perhaps, and you can free yourself from the contract. And the reason why I'm saying this is a cycle is because I feel like you knew, like your intuition told you that this person could be risky for your money, and that you should not invest as much as you were investing. But you also realize that, okay, if I didn't have this experience, I would not know how to really budget my money and how to be a leader as it pertains to the financial world. Like, it's something that you understand had to happen. Underneath that, the 4 of Wands. So you can create true satisfaction. Satisfaction. That's what you were into. With that 3 of Swords at the bottom, now I really understand. Like, experiencing struggling with money creates contrast, and that contrast can be critically analyzed with this Virgo energy, and you can see how to not create the contrast again. 4 of Wands, and instead you're creating satisfaction. Okay, Taurus, we talk about the money. Bottom of the deck, the 10 of Wands. Yeah. Okay, we'll spend some more time here. 8-10. Because we're ending karmic cycles. So the 10 of Wands comes after the 9 of Wands. And the 9 of Wands is about like holding your ground and putting up defense. And maybe that's what you were doing to yourself. Like when your intuition spoke to you, you were a bit defensive. Like you were like, oh no, it's not like that. This person's really trying. Like the Page of Cups is always someone that's trying. Okay? A girl that's like looking for a job for months. Like, you know, a man that has a billion obstacles that he can use as excuses. They're trying. Like you were being defensive about what you already knew. And the 10 of Wands is when you're about to complete your journey. You're almost at the village. You're carrying everything, you know. Again, Aries was about putting down what they were carrying. So you're carrying everything here. 9-12 as I'm about to get this out. But you realize that it is your faith and your belief and your ability that is getting you close to the village, not this idea of a relationship with a person. It's you.